welcome to the channel Learning Panel with Pujasi. So let us continue chapter number 1 in Geography Resources. Before extension of the chapter, let us have the revision. In the previous classes, we had studied about meaning of resources and types of resources. Here, once again, I am reminding you types of resources. There are 3 types of resources. Number 1, natural resources. Second, man-made resources. And the last one, human resources. Meanings already you studied into the previous one class. As natural resources, there are so many examples of natural resources. So once again, to make study easy, natural resources have been classified. So today we are going to study about classification of natural resources. Even you may say this is the typical classification of resources, and previously that you have done, it was the broad classification of resources. So this come here, let us we have classification of natural resources. So let us see we have classification of natural resources. One more thing, students, if you want previous one classes, so the link has been given into the description box. You may collect from there. Now this come here, we talked about classification of natural resources. This classification has been done on some basis, right? So number 1, on the basis of origin, right? Next, on the basis of accessibility, or you may say on the basis of renewability, right? Next, number 3, on the basis of development, and the last one, on the basis of distribution, etc., etc. Reason? Because into the next one class, in a 10th class, you will have one more basis of the classification of natural resources. But right now you are having only 4 bases in your course. Okay, so once again let us we have number 1, on the basis of origin. Second, on the basis of accessibility or renewability. Number 3, on the basis of development, and the last one on the basis of distribution. Right? Classification of natural resources into the 4 part or on the 4 bases, right? Among these, first of all, we talked about on the basis of origin, right? So rest of the part I'm just going to erase. So, on the basis of origin, how many types of resources? There are 2 types of resources, right? Well, origin means on the basis of evolution. How any resource is produced on the earth, come on the earth, okay, or present on the earth. That basis. Origin means on the basis of evolution, right? So on the basis of origin, there are two types of resources, okay. Number one, biotic resources, and the second one, abiotic resources, right? What do you mean by biotic resources? Very simple, into the single sentence. That resources having life, okay. Biotic resources means that resources having life are called biotic resources. Even you may say living organisms present on the earth. Example, as from the starting that we are doing, animals, because having life, birds, human beings, trees, like that. Now, the next one, abiotic resources. What do you mean by? Very simple, just make opposite. That resources not having life, okay. That resources not having life. Here I am just marking having life and here not having life, right? Called abiotic resources. You may say non-living organisms, non-living things. Here living things, here non-living things. Example, so many examples. Right now pen in my hand, marker, so pen, right? So classification of natural resources. Under this, number one, on the basis of origin, means on the basis of evolution. How many types of resources? Two. Biotic, abiotic. Biotic having life, abiotic not having life. Example of biotic, animals, and example of abiotic, like a pen, right? Now let us come to the next one type, or a next one basis. For this I just erase. So, students, now let us have the next one basis on the basis of exchangeability, or you may say on the basis of renewability, right? On this basis, how many types of resources? Once again, two. I'm just writing down for your memory. Okay, now number one, I'm just making here partition by the name, same name, renewable resources, okay. And the second one is non-renewable resources. Even you may use the term exhaustible resources and non-exhaustible resources, right? But here I am using the very easy term renewable resources and non-renewable resources, right? So what do you mean by renewable resources? Very simple, into the single sentence. That resources we can get again. Okay, we can get again by making efforts. Even here naturally also. So here I am taking the example of nature. Water, renewable resource, it is in continuity. You know that 97% water on the earth. So okay, and like pan, this is the man-made product. Okay, so man can make this, right? So renewable resources, that resources we can get again. Can get again, your focus point. Here I have not erased number 1, I just erase it. It is the number 2 basis. Okay, non-renewable resources, just go opposite. Very simple. That resources we can not get again. Okay, your focus point, cannot get again. Actually can get, but time is very long. Process to get back very long. Okay, example, minerals. From the starting you are studying in your science book, and in this also minerals are presented on the earth in limited amount. To get back these resources will take so long time. One point coming into my mind, coal. How the coal produce? When decayed plants, animals just go down inside the earth, buried inside the earth. Okay, then inside the earth chemical reactions, high temperature like this, then slowly after long time it turn into coal, and after long time this coal turn into diamond. Just mind it. Okay, so here in the classification of natural resources, today we had studied about on the basis of origin, and the second one on the basis of renewability, right? Rest 2 part on the basis of development, and this last number 4 on the basis of distribution we will study into the next one class, right? Now into the last but not least, don't forget to like, share and subscribe this channel. Thank you so much.